Hi, and welcome to Messages from an Angel. Today, we're having a bit of a casual day because we're going to be talking about healing and what that means. And for me, it's not just about going to ceremonies and doing Reiki and working with all that kind of stuff. No, there's so much more to it that you can do for you. And we're going to talk about all of that, as well as shamanism and medicine people, and what all that kind of stuff is. And I decided today is another call-in day. So if you want to call in for your free psychic reading, you are more than welcome. 647-931-4701. Again, 647-931-4701. Messages from an Angel. We'll be right back after these messages.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
Hi, and we're back with Messages from an Angel. Today is a call-in day, 647-931-4701. Call in for your psychic reading today. And if you're feeling a little shy, that's okay. It's all right to feel a little nervous, especially going to be on camera, but I promise I won't bite. So, today we're talking about healing work. What does that mean? Well, healing for me means to be whole. It's the whole idea of mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual being in balance with one. And the reality is that we're always going to be a little out of whack with one of those four at some point in our lives. We're either going to have a little emotional upheaval or a little spiritual upheaval, or maybe we've got a cold and our physicality is not feeling really great, or we're so in our heads and we're overthinking that interview that's coming up, and that puts us a little bit out of whack. So when these things happen, we need to rebalance ourselves. And when we rebalance ourselves, all of a sudden we are healing. So for me, self-healing is a very big thing. I've worked with South American medicine people, and they truly believe that we are our own apothecary. We're our own drugstore. We have all those things within us that can help us. Now, this doesn't negate the wonderful modern medicines that we have, and this doesn't negate the technologies that we have. A lot of people think that if you work in the holistic or the energetic field, that you are completely dismissing the other end of things. And that's just not a truth at all. I truly believe that they have to work hand in hand. I believe in different modalities of work. So I believe that Reiki, which is a Japanese modality of healing, can really help to remove blocks and to bring things up. It can help to heal things, but at a certain point, yeah, you know what? You still want to go see a doctor. Yeah, you still want to go and see your naturopath. Yeah, you still want to go see your homeopath. Energetic work is amazing, but it can work hand in hand. Now, I have seen Reiki also work on its own. So what is Reiki exactly? We're going to go through a few modalities today. Reiki is the Japanese art of energy rebalancing. So basically what's happening is the healer becomes a conduit for energy coming through them. The energy goes through their hands, and that energy acts to helps to release and unblock all kinds of things in the client that would be lying on a table. Now, you can also do Reiki standing up or sitting down or what have you, because energy travels the way energy needs to. What's really cool about Reiki is that Reiki practitioners use specific symbols. These particular symbols actually help to release and unblock and bring things up. People who work with Reiki go through what's called an attunement. And the attunement itself is all about opening the practitioner up. So there are 3 levels of attunements that you can take. The first level of attunement is where you work on you. So for the time that you have had, from the time you've had your attunement to your second attunement, you're only allowed to work on yourself, right? It's that whole idea of healer, heal thyself. I love that caption I found today or this week. What is it? Healthy us is like heal thyself. No, healthy self is heal thyself. That's so perfectly in line with how I think and how most energy workers think. So when you do the first Reiki ceremony, first Reiki attunement, what's happening is you're becoming the channel. And in that first year, I am telling you, it blows you wide open. The concept is it puts you on your destiny's path. It helps you to find your authentic self so that you can help others. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to become a professional Reiki practitioner, but it does mean that now you are able to heal and help people in a different way. In the first Reiki attunement, what happens is you're open now to getting a lot more energy or allowing a lot more energy to come through you. So what happens is, to give you an example, if someone is sick or you're feeling like you have a tummy ache, what's the first thing you do? Anisha, what's the first thing that you do when you have a tummy ache? What do you do? You drink. We put our hands on our bellies. Oh my God, my stomach hurts. And so when we do that, what happens is we're actually Reikiing ourselves. We're actually doing this to give ourselves comfort. And there's an energy that comes through our body that actually helps to heal that. But what an average person can do in, say, let's say 15 minutes of holding your belly, a Reiki practitioner has so much energy moving through them that it takes them 5 minutes or 3 minutes. Okay, that's the biggest difference, is that we're open to all of these different energies that are coming through. And then what happens is when those energies are coming through, it helps us and enables us to clear and unblock and heal all those different things that are happening. And I've seen Reiki do amazing things. I've actually worked on someone's feet. I was skiing once, and the boots on this guy, they were always a problem because his feet were a problem. And he'd blown out the boots and he'd done all kinds of stuff. You skiers out there know what I'm talking about and how uncomfortable it can be. And so I had just done my Reiki attunement, and well, actually my second Reiki attunement, which allows you to work on people. That's the second level. In the second level, now it's about others. So when the second level comes around, now they teach you symbols. And these symbols are about peace and calm and serenity and help you and aid you in all of these different energies that are coming through for you. So when I got my second attunement, what happened was I placed my hand around this person's foot. And as soon as I finished, he was just like, wow, that feels so different. And he felt some tingling and he felt the warmth of it and the warmth of my hands. And my hands are pretty cool. When I do Reiki, what will happen is my veins will start to kind of, it looks really neat. And I can tell because my hands get really hot. With Reiki practitioners, they get really, really hot or really, really cold. And we place our hands above the client or around the client's, feet or arms or wherever we're working on. And he never had problems with his boots again after that, funny enough. And this was someone I was very close to. So I was able to monitor the progress as we did the work. Sometimes it's not about just the one session, though. Sometimes you have to do 3 or 4 sessions. Some people find it very relaxing and almost massage-like, although there is no hands-on, it's hands above. But the thing is, it's not about what you feel in the moment. It's actually what occurs afterwards. You see your life shifting and changing. A lot of people don't attribute that to the energy work that they had gone through. While a client is on the table, though, what's really interesting is a lot of people will have visions or they will have certain feelings. One woman who was on my table once, it was really incredible. I had a spirit come through the wall and she put like a poultice, which is like a pillow full of herbs. And I placed this thing energetically on her back. I didn't touch her. She didn't know what was going on. And she kind of saw me. She goes, What are you pulling? Like, are you pulling my skin? Are you I'm like, no, I'm not. But as she was on the table, I could see this poultice in my mind's eye turning black, and I could actually physically see things getting pulled out of her body. We have our first caller, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to take this call, and please feel free to call us. Hi, how are you today?
Good.
Hello?
Yes?
Hi, I can kind of hear you, Anisha.
Okay, can you hear me better now?
Well, yeah, I don't think it's you, but I can hear you. So what's your question?
For Angel?
Yes, I'm here.
I'm speaking with Angel.
Oh, there we go. Now I'm hearing you. Whoa, I'm hearing you loud and
Can
clear.
you tell me when me and my sweetheart will be married by?
I feel, okay, so I'm gonna kind of be cagey about this. I feel like you two are already married in the sense that your souls are so much one.
Soulmates.
Yeah, oh, you are beyond that. No, that's
Beyond
soulmates.
that?
Yeah, soulmates doesn't even cover that for me with you two. It's like if you think of two little kids who've grown up together and have always been, like, that's the kind of connection you two have. I keep feeling like you two are already married, but he wants to know when they're physically.
Well, I've had many chances,
Yeah.
many times to meet her, but I've either thought it wasn't her or I wasn't sure if it was her.
No, you know what?
So time's just rolled by.
I'm going to be honest
and
with
it's
you.
on me that we're not together right now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? But sometimes it's not about that. It's not about the ring on the finger.
I feel I let people down, and especially her, when she's ready to, talk about, getting together, going to see a movie, just being a couple, and taking things slowly and see how everything unfurls, eh?
Yeah, what's really interesting is I'm seeing the end of this month as another opportunity for you if you want to broach that. But the reality is,
well, there are two girls that I am seriously interested in.
It's the one. It's the one. No, the one. There's one that you're really interested in, which is the one with the lighter hair.
Well, she's one. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. She's number one.
For me though, what's really interesting for you is I don't necessarily see a ring on a finger. What I'm seeing is a spiritual matrimony. What I'm seeing is you being married. If you want to do the whole legal thing, I'm not 100% seeing that. But what I am seeing is someone who's already married. The
connection I have with the girl I want to marry is very strong.
Absolutely.
But the other girl, like, can she be a
candidate?
Candidate? Should like what if your girl didn't mind another girl being there? I don't want to sound kinky, but.
No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you
whatsoever, right?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the outcome. What I'm seeing right now, and I do have to get to the next part of where I am. So I'm going to let you know what's going to happen. Right now with the first woman, that's the woman I'm seeing you with. If you want to continue with the other woman, that's going to be a choice for you. That one is going to want to get married. She's really into that idea of marriage, but I don't see you.
This has been going on for over 30 years.
I know. But the thing is it's coming to a head. There's a head coming, and I see that head coming.
Well, that's good because I can't keep, not
October, end of October.
Having a full life and a happy life and a sweetheart in my life. I've never known that, eh?
Yeah. So from the 25th to the 30th. That's when you're actually going to find that works. Okay. Thank you so much for calling. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Angel, could you just tell me for 1 second?
Sure.
If my Parkinson's is going to clear up as any more time goes by, because that's the other very important factor for me.
With the Parkinson's, I feel like you're going to manage and maintain it. That's something that I think is a gradual thing where you're going to take care of it, but I don't see it going away. No, I don't.
Well, the problem is my right hand shakes. That's my biggest disability, and I can't write because my hand shakes, and the walking's better. So it's gotten better, but I'm still not there yet. And you don't see that magically going away.
No, definitely. No, not in this particular case. And that's actually something I'm going to cover in this episode. And I'm actually glad you brought it up. However, managing and maintaining, definitely there. right? Are you going to get a bit stronger? Yes, but it's definitely going to be there for you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Angel.
Thank you.
25th to the 30th, you told me to get myself ready, eh?
Yes. That's when the decisions will definitely be made. Okay? Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
All right. Thank you to that caller. It takes a very brave person to call on our shows because you're sitting with someone and you're being very vulnerable. And he was very sweet and he was really funny. I find that our callers are sometimes way more entertaining than I am. In this particular case, though, just to add to that, when we have things like Parkinson's, when we have things like that kind of stuff, sometimes that's a journey that we need to go through. It's not about getting rid of it. It's about what is the journey about and learning from that and maintaining and managing so that we move forward in our lives. We'll talk a little bit more about that after this caller. Hi, and what's your name?
Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Can I put you on hold for a few minutes? We're just going to go to a commercial. We'll come right back to you. Is that okay?
For sure.
All right. Thank you, Andrea. We'll be right back with Andrea on Messages from an Angel. And we're back on Messages from an Angel. Hi, Andrea. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm excellent. You have a very sweet voice. You truly do. It's very bird-like. I really like it. What can I do for you today?
I'm not sure. I'm just I've never had a reading. So
do you have a dog?
Interested to see what you could tell me or.
Sure. Do you have a dog at all? Because I'm seeing a dog around you. Sorry?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be about your dog. Your dog really wants to talk to you. I find this is a very bouncy dog. This is a very playful dog. But understand, this dog is also trying to talk to you. This is a very physical, mental dog. One of the things that I would like you to do with this particular dog, what it's asking for, and I can feel this, is whenever it's trying to get your attention, just stop and kind of go, okay, what do you need? Close your eyes if you have to and really feel it. Don't dismiss that, okay? And then act on it. Right? As long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, I want you to start acting on what you feel, what you see in your mind's eye, and what you hear, all those different things, because they're showing me that you're actually quite intuitive. And this dog is really amazing practice for you. And there's a confidence thing happening with you too. And this is actually going to help you gain confidence.
Okay.
Yeah. The other thing they're showing me too, the dog really loves, the water needs to be changed more often. Okay. You need to change the water more often. Loves the food. Don't change the food. And also for you, I find there's a school element around you, an educational element. You need to be a little stronger in how you feel about your education. You're on the right track in life, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Are you in school right now?
No.
Okay. There. For some reason, I keep seeing education around you, and I keep getting right track, right track. Are you contemplating that right now? Because I see you either. No, I see you in school. School's coming for you. I see you in school. Okay. I see education for you.
Interesting.
Yeah. Is that interesting? Why?
I don't know. I'm not looking to go back to school per se, but I'm definitely getting into doing energy work, and I'm looking into taking my Reiki.
Yeah, that's school. That's school.
Okay.
Yeah, so sometimes it's not college or university. My apologies.
Yeah.
So for you, educate, like I said, education is around you. Definitely take your Reiki. Definitely take, this
Yeah.
is the right course of action for you. This actually makes sense now to why the dog came through. Because like I said, you are an intuitive. You do have these things. Confidence is what needs to build, and that will come in time. Okay?
Okay.
You are on the right
Great.
track. Don't doubt it. You are going to be an amazing healer.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. You're very sweet. Thank you so much for calling in today.
Okay. Thanks. It was nice talking to you.
You too. Okay, so really, really interesting thing. Sometimes it is a little bit of digging. I'm saying education. I see her going to school. I see all those different things. She said, well, I'm going to a course. Okay, that's school. That's not for her to know. That's for me to know and be able to go, okay, here's the shape it's coming in. We did see she was an intuitive. I did see that she could talk to animals, and this is her way of practicing. That's all part of healing too. Healing isn't just about physical. It's not just about illnesses or dis-ease. It's also about growth. We're going to our next caller. Hi, who am I speaking with today?
Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm amazing today. What can I do for you?
I'm wondering if you could connect to my mother for me.
I want her to come in. What's her name, please?
Ashley.
Her name.
Oh, her name. Sorry, Carol.
Why do I keep seeing the number 3? Did she die like 3 years ago?
13.
13. Okay, there's the 3. Sorry.
Yeah, this month actually.
Okay. Okay, here she is. Okay, she's here. She's a little bit worried. And the only reason she's worried is because you're questioning a lot of things in life right now. You're at a bit of a crossroads in your life. So she's a little worried about you, but nothing overly. I feel like her father is with her, just so you know. Do you have an uncle who's
grandpa?
passed? Yes.
My grandpa just passed
okay, so he's
about
with her.
10 days ago, and his funeral's on Saturday.
Oh, wow. Okay, so he's here.
Yeah.
He's here with her, just so you know, he's crossed over. And for him to have crossed over and the funeral not to have happened yet, that's amazing. That in of itself is healing. That's beautiful transition, because I see him whole. I see light around him. He's saying he's very content. He's at peace. I can feel that in him. Also, I feel like there are others around her too, but he's the one who's most prevalent because he just passed. So, and all I keep wanting to say is congratulations, just simply because he made it over well. But you guys are also very accepting of this too. You've done a great job. Guides, guardians in the family are saying, especially yours, are saying you guys did a good job. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of people were caregiving around him. And so your mom is here, but I think she's here just to bring him through too. But just so you know, she is worried about some of the transitions. She's a little concerned about the male in your life right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's concerned about that. And she says there are some decisions that you know you have to make. And she feels that you need to start really looking at that and addressing it. Okay, it's time now.
I feel like I'm kind of in a stuck spot, and I've been sitting still, contemplating for a while,
yeah,
and I'm kind of at a fork. I don't know where to go.
Yeah, but the only reason that's happening is because you're fighting it, you're resisting it, and I can feel that in your stomach. It's very tight. So here's a healing that you can do, considering we're talking about healings, okay? One of the things that you can do is, and I love this, is go under the moon. Okay, there's a moon coming on the 24th, a full moon. Sit under the moon and just ask her to give you guidance. Just ask her what direction you should go in, and to give you the strongest, most peaceful, loving direction that you should go in your relationship, in your career, with money, all of those things. And then you're going to see lovingly that paths are going to start opening up to you. Your part in this is not only going to her, but then following the guidance, because that's where you get stuck. You know what actions to take. You know what to do, but you're having a hard time acting on it. Okay.
Oh, you're dead on right there, Angel.
Yeah. So just take a breath, see what's in front of you, and then follow your heart. Okay? And if you want a deeper
reading, thank you so much.
No problem, anytime. And if anybody ever wants a deeper reading with me, you are more than welcome. Go to raisingenergy.com. I would suggest going there anyway, because we just revamped the site. It looks phenomenal. Go check out the site. You can also find us on Instagram at Raising Energy. You can check us out at MyTCN TV. You can check us out on check me out on a lot of different places. But if you want a deeper reading, you're more than welcome to come and do a phone reading with me, or a Skype reading with me, or come into one of my offices in Toronto or Newmarket. I'm global, so I work everywhere, baby. So Very, very interesting. We're going to go to our next caller. We should just make this like a solo talk call-in show. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm well. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you. What's your name?
Alexis.
Hi, Alexis. Wow, Alexis, your heart is racing. Your heart is racing.
It is racing, and I was happy that I got through to you.
Me too. I'm happy you got through to me as well. I'm so excited. Okay, so I keep seeing race cars around you. One of the biggest things for you, and I think it's more about this moment, but you do, when you get excited, you got to slow down, okay? When you have important things in your life, you need to take a step and really ground yourself. I want you to start, I know it's going to sound really cheesy, but I want you to start visualizing yourself as a tree, okay? Because you're like a little girl. You're just everywhere when things get important and exciting and Christmas is around the corner and oh my God, that's your energy. You're as bad as I am.
Yes, definitely.
What's your question today?
I'm just wondering about my father. Bruce is his name.
A lot of issues around him when he was alive, eh?
Yeah,
a lot of issues around him. I'm sorry, I have to ask this question. I'm really sorry. Did he drink?
He wasn't a drinker, but
Okay.
Apparently he did drugs. I didn't know that.
Okay, so that's the addiction I'm seeing. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was alcohol. I heard alcohol for some reason. But okay, so the addiction was there. Because I'm even seeing him. But you know what? I feel like there's a bit of confusion around him. He doesn't quite know where he is, but he's actually okay. There's an angel, 2 angels around him, and his mom is there. His mom is with him. Okay, so his mom is holding him. It's almost like, when somebody walks and they're inebriated and they just don't quite have balance. That's what he kind of feels.
It might be my. He was close to my grandma, which is my mom's mom.
Okay.
Because his mom is still alive.
Okay, so
and my grandma died at the same time as him.
Yeah. Okay, so then that would be her.
At the same time.
And that would make sense to me because what happens is she's there to take care of him. She was always there to take care of him.
Yes.
So now she's taking care of him, and she's literally holding onto his arm so he doesn't go anywhere. Right? So he's not fully ready yet to fully heal, but that is coming. I'm hearing in time he will. He has a lot of karmic stuff that he needs to deal with, but he's there and she's there to protect him. She's there to guide him. She always will be. Okay?
Awesome.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you calling today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So healing takes place in so many different ways. Even when we cross over, we're still healing. We go through a process. People think that we die, we cross over, and boom, we're in heaven, or whatever our heaven is. But the reality is sometimes we go through a process of healing. Angels, archangels, they come and they actually do work on us to prepare us for the next incarnation or the next phase of who we are energetically. Now, we were talking about Reiki earlier, and we're going to talk about healing, and we're going to come back and we're going to chat a little bit more about that and take some more calls after this on Messages from an Angel.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
Hi, we're back with Messages from an Angel. We've been taking a lot of calls today and we're talking about healing. When people call in, this is a form of healing. There's a form of closure and a form of unblocking and releasing, empowerment and moving forward. When we have worry, when we have fear, we create what's called dis-ease. dis-ease. And when we have that dis-ease emotionally and spiritually, it has to come out somehow, and it comes out physically. So one of the things that we always talk about as energy workers, our police officers are always looking at these hard situations. They're amazing human beings, and they're so heartfelt, and they carry so much. And there's such a huge percentage once they retire of heart attacks in the police force, and especially males, because they carry so much. Heartfelt people a lot of times will experience heart problems at some point. This is what energy workers have come to realize, the information that we've collected over the years, that we've seen, that we've experienced ourselves. So that's just a small example of how when we hold on to things, how we have to get rid of it somehow. Cancer is something that we look at too. We actually, a few episodes back, actually a lot of episodes back, we had someone in who wrote a book about conquering cancer by conquering her own attitude, by shifting her own perspective. So my mother herself had colon cancer, and when I wasn't on this particular journey when she was going through that, and then when I went on this journey, I found this amazing book. And for a lot of you out there, go grab it. It's amazing. Grab it, chapters. And it's called, it's by Louise Hay, and it's called You Can Heal Your Life. And it is an incredible book. And it's in columns, and each column is the dis-ease that's happening, the emotional connection to that dis-ease that is the core issue, and then an affirmation. And when you say this affirmation for about 6 to 8 weeks, it actually helps. So for that first caller, even for the Parkinson's, you might find that book is a phenomenal book for you, okay? And this is great because what happens is you get things, when I looked up colon cancer, it was about bitternesses of things from the past in our family and what family has done and that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of stuff, and every family has that. As to what degree do we carry it because we're so sensitive, right? So dis-ease is created when we have something out of whack in our own energy field. So then the question becomes, how do we take care of ourselves energetically so that we can keep these things from happening? Right down from colds to hernias to larger diseases like cancer or leukemia or whatever the case might be. One of the things we can do is consistently cleanse and clear ourselves. You can ask angels. Preventative measures is what I'm talking about. For me, preventative is everything. So, cleansing and clearing with angels and archangels, and calling on Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. One of the things that I like to do is I call in Archangel Raphael. I give him permission, because with angels you need to give permission, or else they can only intercede so far. So what I do is, Archangel Michael, I give you permission to cleanse and clear me from head to toe and toe to head, of all the things that are unnecessary from my life, right? Attachments, all the chaos, all the toxicity, and whatever else you see fit, because maybe I'm not thinking of something. And then I call in his buddy. And his buddy is Archangel Raphael. And Archangel Raphael, I say, I give you permission to heal me on whatever level is necessary to heal me. So I'm a perfectly healed channel on this particular earth walk. Heal every aspect of my life, every aspect of my being. So these are some of the things that you can say, but as long as you're calling them in, one to clear and cleanse you, one to heal those areas that have been cleared and cleansed, then you're going to find that in of itself is a healing. A lot of people are very nature oriented. So one of the things that you can do to keep yourself cleansed and cleared is go by the water. Go sit in the water, take the water and allow it to come over you. A lot of people like to smudge. Smudging is amazing, but for those with asthma, or if you have a bird or a snake or reptile of some sort, you may not want to do that indoors, or you may not want to do that if you have breathing problems. But it's a native Aboriginal way of cleansing and clearing and healing those things that are necessary and taking them from you. The native Aboriginals were wanderers, right? So they would go from place to place. And in doing so, sometimes they wouldn't see water for a very, very long time. So what they would do is they would take smoke baths. They would take sage, and not culinary sage. They would take ceremonial sage, or buffalo sage is another term for it. And they would take the sage and they would burn it like incense, blow it out, and then they would pass it around their bodies. And they say that it clears 89% of germs and then 100% of energetic debris. So as you're walking through life, you connect to people. And as you connect to people, you're taking on their stuff. I mean, have you ever been in a room with someone who's angry and all of a sudden you're feeling angry for no reason? Yeah, see, Anisha's like, uh-huh. Yeah, it's true. Or you're with happy people, all of a sudden you're happy. Those around you influence you. And the reality is we want to surround ourselves with people who are going to influence us in a positive way. Does that mean everybody in our circle is going to be positive? That is unrealistic. You're always going to find those people in your group who are maybe just a little heavier in energy than others, but you want to be on similar levels or coming into similar places so that you can help each other grow. So when we connect with people, we are taking on some of their stuff, their data or their debris, even when we walk past people down the street. So it's important for us to cleanse ourselves energetically. So when you take the sage, you pass it around your bodies. This can be done to homes. When my son was little, you know what he used to do? And he said, oh my God, he used to make me laugh. One day he brings out all of his teddy bears and all of his toys, right? I'm like, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm going to sage, mommy. I'm going to sage. And I'm like, oh God, I hope he never sees this. And so he puts them in a circle, and he puts them in a ceremonial sacred circle, and he goes and he smudged every single dolly. And I said, well, did you smudge yourself first? He goes, oh, yes, mommy. Yes, mommy. Yes, mommy. Yes, mommy. Yes, mommy. And I'm like, oh my God. And it was so cool to watch. So anything can be smudged. You can include children in this process. Sometimes when I go and clear homes and I do clearings and cleansings, sometimes the kids are very interested. I had one boy come right up to me and he took the smudge bowl from my hand and he goes, I'm doing this. And I'm like, excuse me? He goes, I am 6 years old. I can do this. And I'm like, okay, you know what, Mom, are you okay with this? Yes, you are. Okay, wonderful. So he and I smudged their entire, and I swear to God, it was a mansion. Okay, this was like on like 100 acres. It was gorgeous. But the kid did it from beginning to end. He was amazing. I kid you not. Guess what the kid's name was? Thor. The kid's name was Thor. Yeah, he's beautiful. He's much older now. He's got a little brother. He's got but amazing, amazing people. Amazing child. So when we cleanse and clear ourselves, this helps. Now, sometimes you don't have time to do this kind of stuff. Here's some really quick tips as to how you can keep yourself healed. Let's say you're going through a really bad situation. You're grieving, or you had an argument, or something's not going well in your life. Take a stone, okay? Go somewhere you wouldn't normally go or not ever going to again. That's even better. Put everything in the stone. Yell, scream into that stone if you have to, okay? This is something that the South American medicine people have taught me. Take that, you scream into that stone, you yell into that, and you throw it as hard as you can. I mean, you throw that darn thing as hard as, try not to hit anybody, but you throw it as hard as you can. Turn around, walk away. Because you're walking away from that energy. You're taking all the dark stuff and you're leaving it behind you. This is what they believe. It's a really powerful, powerful ceremony to do. If there's a body of water, throw it in the water, because the water will take the stone and it'll actually cleanse and clear the stone. Okay? And the stone can handle it. Stones have thousands and thousands of years in stories. One tiny pebble. Really think about this. Next time you see a pebble, pick it up. There are thousands and thousands of stories, whispers in that little stone. Okay. If you have a bonfire, say you live in the country, because again, we're global on this show. If you have a fireplace, get some tobacco. If you don't have any pure tobacco, which is best to use, okay, you can get cigarette tobacco, but that is contaminated. Still, if that's what you have, that's what you have. Then you take it, you put all your worries, all your sorrows, all your fears, everything into that, throw it in the fire. And then you take another batch and you put all the things you want, okay, all your wishes, and then you put it in the fire. The way the native aboriginals do it is they put cedar down first. So you've got your fire going, you throw in cedar. The crackling of the cedar, it allows Great Creator to know something's coming. And then what happens is that you put the cedar down and Great Creator takes that. And then you put the cedar down again. The Creator says, okay, we're going to heal this and we're going to bring those things that you want. Okay. These are very, very powerful ceremonies. Be specific in the things you want to get rid of. And if you don't know what it is exactly, just feel it, go, you know what, whatever it is I'm feeling that I feel needs to go, let it go now. And then throw it in the fire. Whatever blessings need to come to me, let them come to me. And then let the universe take care of it. Sometimes we think we know everything and we don't. So just put it, like even with angels, you know, I call in Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. But if there's something I need, I will turn around and go, whatever angel of the light is out there, I give you permission to intercede and to help me with X, Y, and Z. Now, for those of you who are like me, those Geminis out there who lose things left, right, and center and have their boyfriends going, I can't handle it anymore. Here's a really good one to work with. His name is Archangel Shamuel. I have a friend who had lost an article from her mom, and she was trying so hard, her grandmother, and she was trying so hard to find it. She's tried for weeks. So she finally called me. She said, I need help. And I said, Archangel Shamuel, call on him, give him permission, and say, listen, I need to find this within the hour. Okay. I usually give it about 24 hours unless I need something really fast and quick. But Archangel Shemuel, I give you permission to please help me find dot, 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 dot. And normally he will help you. Okay. It's pretty amazing stuff. So these are all healings. And as I was saying with that last caller, healing isn't just about removing disease. It's also about growth. It's also about learning. The more we learn, the new vibrations we go to, it opens us up as people. It opens us up as human beings. And in that, we're not only healing ourselves and clearing ourselves and our spirits. God, I feel so new agey. But we're also helping others as well in the same time. So my reality is when we talk about healing, it's a huge topic because, today I was saying to Anisha, I was going to wear my Oscar the Grouch, and it's recycle here. He's like in his little can, says recycle here. I am going to wear that top on this show sometime, but I was going to wear it because I wanted people to understand that it's about the earth as well. When we heal ourselves, we actually heal the earth. There's a great book. It's called The Four Agreements. And they talk about how when we speak, there's black magic and there's white magic. And when we speak beautiful things, that's white magic. And we're healing the earth and we're healing ourselves and we're putting that energy out there because words are energy. But when we speak black magic, the darknesses, the hurt, the pain that we put out there, we're actually hurting the earth. We're hurting the plants. We're hurting ourselves. We don't even realize that. Right? There's an amazing exercise that's done with rice where they have 3 different containers of rice, and this exercise shows how that can actually affect, and energy affects it. And we're going to talk a little bit about that when we come back. And don't forget, today is a call-in day. 647-931-4701. Please call in. We love to hear from you. Messages from an angel. Hi, we're back with messages from an angel. I'm feeling really good today. Anita sang me back into this particular thing. 3, 2, 1. She's so great. She's wonderful. So we were talking about different things that you can do for yourself when you're healing. And when we left our last segment, we were talking about an experiment that was done with 3 containers of rice. On one container of rice, they wrote the word love. On the second container of rice, they wrote the word hate. And on the third container of rice, they wrote nothing. And you can do this at home. We actually did this as a homeschooling project when my son was little, and it was actually quite frightening. And so each day for a matter of 4 weeks, we did 6 weeks, but normally it's 3 to 4 weeks, do 4. You send love, you send energy to the first one. You send, aggression, hate, all that kind of stuff, nasty things. So that's a hard one for me. And then you do nothing to the third one. And so you put this away on a shelf, and you don't like, you cook the rice, right? So the rice is cooked, and then you drain it, you strain it, and you do this, and you energetically, and you see the one with love actually starts to fluff up after a few days, after a few weeks. And the second one is it goes black, like it just goes black. And then the one you do nothing to, nothing, it just sits. It just sits. Like it's so bizarre. We didn't cook it fully through. We didn't do the whole thing. So what we did was like a few minutes kind of thing, like a minute rice. But we did that, and it was really frightening, and it really made me think. And then I started reading articles about that. If this is what we can do to rice with our intention and what we influence, what are we doing to each other? You have a child, and this child is continually being discouraged. Which container of rice is that child going to end up looking like? You have a child, and there's encouragement there. There's love, and there's support, and they feel safe. Which one of those containers of rice are they going to be looking at? Now, you can't be perfect, right? Like in that book, The Four Agreements, the fourth agreement is you're not perfect. You get up on the horse and you try again. Yeah, of course you're going to have your days. Of course you're going to have your moments. But so long as it's a 90-10 split or an 80-20 split, you're fine, because there has to be balance in everything. So for me, when we talk about healing, we talk about not just the physical body, because again, there are 4 levels that we're talking about: the mental, the physical, the emotional, the spiritual, right? So how do we take care of that spiritual aspect? Well, energetic cleansing and clearing, going for long walks, eating well, sleeping. I know it sounds new agey. It sounds really crazy. It sounds easy. But guess what? The Native Aboriginals and the South Americans especially taught me that life is as easy or complex as you make it. It really, truly, it is, right? And we're meant to be healthy. We're meant to be a part of the earth. So if that's the case and we're part of the earth, we can utilize our energy and their energy to keep healthy and sane, really. So we're going to go to a caller. Thank you for calling. What's your name?
Chelsea.
Hi, Chelsea. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm excellent. What can I do for you today?
Pardon?
What can I do for you today, Chelsea?
I was just wondering if you can tell me if things are going to get better.
Okay. Well, first of all, I need you to turn down the computer right now so that I can hear you and you can hear me. It makes it easier. So if you're going to get better.
Yes.
Yes, your concern is what I'm concerned about, not your health, actually. I feel like your worry over what you've gone through is more okay. So what we were just talking about is that whole idea of what energy are you putting into it. Thoughts are things. You need to shift your worry and start thinking about and energetically looking at, what do I want? This is what I'd like you to do. Thank you very much. What they just showed me for you is I want you to envision yourself in the healthiest way you can, but not just your physicality. Every time you have a thought that's concerning, I want you to switch that thought. So if I turn around and I say, oh man, you know what, today I am feeling so horrible. My stomach hurts. Okay, I've acknowledged that. My stomach hurts. But rather than dwell on that, what I can do is go, okay, but you know what? My breath feels really good today. You know what? At least my legs are feeling stronger and I can go for a walk. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for you, that's all it is they're saying we need 3 encouraging words for every one that's not. Okay, your worry is a big thing. The other thing that you can do for release, there is a Bach remedy, B-A-C-H. It's a homeopathic. Excuse me. You have a lot of things you need to let go of, don't you? Things from the past, yes? Hello, Chelsea? Okay, that's okay. They're showing me that you have a lot of stuff from the past that needs to be dealt with. So scleranthus, S-C-L-E-R-A-N-T-H-U-S, Bach remedy. This can be found at any health food store or holistic health food store. If they don't have it, they'll show you where to get it, or you can get it online. 3 drops under your tongue, about 8 days. Okay. Thank you for calling, Chelsea. I really appreciate it. So yes, I do see you getting stronger. As long as your perspective changes and you shift, I see you getting stronger. Yes. Interesting that segues into this kind of medicines. I love Bach remedies, B-A-C-H. There are 38 Bach remedies. They were created by Dr. Edward Bach, who has since passed. And now their company is kind of playing with stuff and shifting stuff and making. I like the original 38. That is what I use. That is all I use. I use them for humans and I use them for animals as well. So homeopathics is a big thing for me. I love that. And homeopathics, what the idea is like kind negates like kind. So you get these tiny little pellets in some cases, or tinctures. So this is a liquid, the Bach remedy. And what it does is they're shaken to the millionth percent of what they are. So as they're shaking like this, they become energetic. They take it right down to their energetic molecules. And when it does that, it's going to affect you. So when you take the drops, it'll affect you if you need it. It'll go right through you if you don't. However, let's say you don't feel comfortable taking them. That's fine. You don't have to ingest it. With animals, yeah, try getting anything down a cat's throat. Really, people? No, it doesn't work. So basically what you do with that, and we're going to go to our next caller, if you can just put them on hold for me, Anisha, is we will put drops on our hands and we'll pet the animal with it, or we'll put them directly on there. There are books on it. You can check it on the internet, and we'll talk a little bit about it after this caller. Hi, can I help you? What's your name?
Hi, I had already called a little bit earlier.
Yes, Chelsea.
But I was a little emotional, so I had another question.
Oh, okay. And what's your name?
Alexis.
Oh, hi, Alexis. How are you?
Good.
Okay, what's your other question, love?
It's about my relationship currently.
Yeah, there's a lot of stress around that for you. Yeah, there's a lot of question mark, but it's funny because you think it's about him and him questioning the relationship and him drifting away, but it's actually you're the one who's having a lot of thoughts of, do I really want to be here? Does this really work for me? Does this? Okay, just so you know, right now, October 2nd to November 17th, this is the time those things need to come up because we can't hide anything from ourselves anymore. All of these feelings are allowed to come up. Just acknowledge them. If you acknowledge them, you're going to find that they're going to dissipate and you're going to feel better, but he has to go through what he's going to go through. I don't see you two breaking up. I don't see this relationship ending, okay? But he does need to go through what he's going through. He does need to talk to someone, though, because sometimes he's got a bit of a overly assertive side, shall we say, yes?
Yes, he doesn't ever speak about anything. There's never an issue in his life.
Yeah, so the thing is that's not in balance. The reality is balance isn't about everything is rose-colored glasses and being optimistic. I love my rose-colored glasses, but that doesn't mean I don't acknowledge what's going on. I am a communicator. I will tell you how I'm feeling, good, bad, and ugly, so that something can be found that works for both of us. So for him, actually, do you know what? Homeopathically, this is why they show me he needs to talk to somebody. He also has an overly assertive side because he holds a lot in. This is what I want you to do, my love. Go get Agrimony Bach Remedy, Agrimony. Agrimony Bach Remedy is for people who are treasure box children. They keep a lot inside. Okay? So what you're going to do is put a few drops in a spray bottle, and I want you to spray that around your room about a half an hour to 20 minutes before you go to bed. When you do that, like I said, it's not something that they need to ingest, and that will start to affect. Within 4 to 5 days, you should see him starting to communicate more, wanting to express himself more. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for Alexis. Thank you. Thanks for calling. All right. We've got another caller. Hello, caller. Oh, we lost them. How much time do we have in this segment? Okay, hi caller, what's your name?
Hello?
Hi, what's your name?
Beatrice?
What's your name?
Beatrice?
Beatrice. Oh my God, that's one of my favorite names. You don't hear that often. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Hi, Beatrice. How are you, my love?
I'm doing well, thank you.
What can I do for you?
I was calling in. I wanted to see if you could read any energy, like in regards to my ex as well.
Okay, so here's the deal. One of the things I'm reading off you right now is that there is an emotional cord attached. Do you have problems with your left arm? Like, do you get sore left arm?
Yes.
You do? Okay. That's because the cord to this guy is attached to your left arm. We have emotional cords. When we connect to somebody, it actually connects to us. We always think it's in the heart. It's not necessarily. So what you need to do, it's called a cord cutting. Cord cuttings are a little, they're about, okay, so for
like
you.
Emotion, right?
Yes, they're emotional cord cutting. So for you, what I would do is, like I said to one of the other callers, I would go under the moon and just say, listen, you know what? He's my ex, and I need us to peacefully be emotionally have the cords cut. Can you do that for me? Yes. Let the moon do it, okay? Because now you'll think about him less, you'll worry about him less, you'll feel him less. It's the cord that's making you still connect that way.
So, you know, it's the right hand, not the left.
Okay.
But it's been constant lately. Like, it's, you know, immense pain.
Okay. Because I keep seeing left
either
area. I keep seeing here. Because even if I was mirroring, I'm seeing up here, okay? Watch that area here, but I'm seeing the core. Okay, so if So what's that? Is that ex-boyfriend as well? And there's something in the left. So if you have something on the right, again, go under the moon, ask for the cords to be cut, ask for you guys to go your separate ways easily and effortlessly. Okay?
Thank you.
Sorry, well, I have to ask you though, is there nothing going on in the left arm? If there isn't, that's okay. You can just say that.
Yeah, I mean, I always have a lot of pain, but it's been intensified on the right side.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so for you, it's about cords. This is what I'd like you to do, actually. You take on a lot of stuff. I want you to go under the moon, and I want you to say to the moon, I would like you to cut all the cords that are unnecessary for me, okay, so that I can feel better, that I can feel stronger and more vital, okay? You just want her to emotionally cleanse you, okay? That's all. And if you go back on this show to the beginning, there's actually an Archangel Michael healing that I gave as well. And that will help as well, because I actually say, you know what, cut all the stuff that I don't need, cleanse me and clear me. Do the Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael until the day of the full moon, and the full moon's on the 24th of this month.
Okay. So I would do it under a full moon, correct?
Yeah, so the Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael, you can do that today. You can do that one today. And you can do Archangel Michael, I give you permission to cut the cords to my boyfriend, to my ex. But then when you go under the moon on the 24th, what I want you to do is say, cleanse me and clear me of all the cords that are unnecessary to me. Okay? So the boyfriend one, I'm going to get you to do with Archangel Michael. And then the one for you as your whole, I want you to do under the moon. Okay?
Yes.
And if you forget that, you can just come back and watch this video.
Thank you so much. I just subscribed. Thank you for your time.
No problem. Anytime. Thank you for your question. Yeah. So cord cuttings. This is a very interesting one. When it comes to emotional cords, we connect with people. So we actually physically make a cord. So those cords have to be cut once a relationship or situation is over. You can do this with people who actually have a good relationship with, because cords can always be cleared out. I don't suggest people do them on their own, which is why I send them to Archangel Michael, which is why I send them to the moon. Let them do the work. You can just sit there and go, you know what, cleanse me, cut all the cords that are unnecessary to my being so that I feel good, right? And you can, like even with a mom and dad, you can have a cord, right? These things can be strengthened. But if you go under the moon and just say, listen, do what's best for me, cut the cords that are best for me, that's okay, right? Heal those cords for me. Even if you go to the angels and ask for that, that's fine. But you're not doing it. I don't want you guys to do it because it's not something for you to do. That's an energy worker thing to do. Okay? Good. Excellent. 647-931-4701. When we come back, we'll have time for just a few more calls. So make sure you give us a ring, okay? On Messages from an Angel.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
I'm dancing to my own beat, dancing to my own tune. I was having way too much fun. I didn't realize that last segment was our last segment. So thank you, everybody, for calling in today. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for being here for our Healing Day. Next week, we have a very special guest. This show is kind of a rev up to that one. That's going to be amazing. We have a medicine woman who's going to be on with us. She is incredible. Her name is Morley Joy Fromowitz. I am telling you, you do not want to miss this. This woman is a magic maker. She is the one who started all of it for me. Join us next week on Messages from an Angel.